Hello, John from IconicRC.com. 1987 Tamiya Super Sabre, number 58066, the 66th 58 series Tamiya kit. So yeah, 1987. The significance with this is that this is the last model released with the hot shot gearboxes. You know, that this only actually ran from about 1985 to 1987, that gearbox. But we've got about, I think it's 6 models: hot shot, super shot, boomerang, hot shot 2, big wig, and this Super Sabre. Now it's essentially a boomerang chassis with a different body on. So the blue boomerang parts are red, so and the shocks, so you know, red shocks instead of yellow shocks. The boomerang blue parts are in red on this. Different shell, and under there, we should probably take these shells off a bit more in these videos, so let's whiz this shell off. Stick them in there, probably never to be found again. Let's have a look inside this Super Sabre. So yeah, that's a boomerang chassis. Boomerang was released the year previous, far more popular. You see a lot more of those, of the boomerangs. Now I can't remember whether back in the day these were sort of sold concurrently or not, or whether the boomerang was discontinued. I can't believe the boomerang was only out for a year, so you could probably get both of these versions. But yeah, literally the only difference really is on this Super Sabre is that they put a Lexan cover over to protect those internals, because yeah, you know, all sorts of rubbish would get thrown up and into this tub chassis and start messing around with the internal works. The boomerang did come with a little Lexan cover for the MSC, but yeah, if you got stones or whatnot caught in there, you can see the drive shaft. So yeah, they just put that Lexan cover, and I think that Lexan cover is on the re-released boomerang as well. If you want to know about the re-release, look at my boomerang, our YouTube boomerang video. So this one is all original. The Super Sabre wasn't released, so you know these are all original parts. I've also pointed out that some of the re-released boomerang parts are slightly different, but if you do get hold of a Super Sabre, parts are very easy to come by if you do break something. What I mean is the arms and whatnot, because you know, that stock was replenished when they re-released the boomerang. This one is all 100% original, so we've got some Sanwa radio gear in there. It's got the original mechanical speed controller, which is always fun to run. So obviously you've got the resistor sat there. Yeah, so that's hot shot gearboxes, so 4-wheel drive. The box art has got silver rims, so these rims have been painted silver. Bit of white tyre and lettering, but this is the runner, so it's looking a little bit rough. You do need to glue these tyres as well, especially if you've got an old one. You do need to sort of just put a couple of dots to get those to stick to the rims. The motor in there is a slightly newer standard silver can. If you've got an original Super Sabre with the original silver can motor, it should have a white end bell on there. These are pretty cool rigid aerials, so you know, if you roll these, the aerials will take a lot of the hit, which means that most of the time the body shells are okay on these. So I'll whiz that back on. See if I can do it live. Normally I have to edit putting body shells back on these videos, because I can never get the pins back in. Right, so yeah, we're at a BMX track in Leicestershire to give this a bit of a whirl. I'm not going to go too mad with it, because this can be quite harsh on the Tamiyas, especially the vintage Tamiyas. This is all old plastic as well. I don't know if Justin can see there with the camera, but can you see we've got some splits? Oh, these arms, yeah, split basically. If these are over tightened, but it's just because the plastic is old, so that will break. I've got spares, but that will break before too long. I can just see that happening. But yeah, like I've already explained, you could probably buy the arm set for less than a tenner to get those replaced with the newer plastic. it's still not brilliantly tough. You know, you need to expect to buy spares for these. And if you like that Super Sabre and you like Super Sabres, then these do come up now and again. You see a lot more boomerangs. But you know, there's a fair amount of Super Sabres that come up. I got lucky with this one, in that it's in box art. I think it does look best in the box art silver. But yeah, they look quite good in white as well, actually. Anyway, I'll shut up and I'll give this a bit of a run. So yeah, it's all the original Sanwa setup, and that you've seen that mechanical speed controller. So nice and proper vintage. Here we go then. Oh god, I've just noticed I've got to sort my steering out. That'd have been a laugh. Right, here we go. So it's not going to be mega fast because I've got the standard motor in this and it's running a NIM. So I've got a really vicious last bump over it. It looks quite small from over here, but it's quite sheer. So, oh, slap. Right, I've just been running a boomerang, same setup, and oh god, and the boomerang's a little bit nippier than this. Could be the battery, but this is a good speed. To you know, on the surface that we're at, trying to show this vintage a bit of respect and not just take it home in bits. Well, they do slap a bit, these. Right, almost hit your dirt thrasher there, Justin. Right, anyway, that'll do. That is 1987 58066 Tamiya Super Sabre. Cheers!